Bitcoins, cryptocurrency. Everywhere, everyone discussing about these things nowadays. So from long I was thinking to make a video on this topic, but it needs lots of effort and analysis to give any confirmation or a clarification on this kind of a volatile and technological and most aggressive product in the market. So generally to making a analysis or to prepare a video takes lots of time and energy. Actually I don't have interest to make a video, but when I see different portals, different people, different influencers in the market, majority people are just misleading, giving wrong information for the sake of their benefit and for the sake of their what their referral commission, or so just manipulate the bitcoins. Even the most influencer people and biggest business people in the world are just trying to give a wrong information to the common man, and they're just trying to cheat the people for their sake of their profits only. So I thought it's a necessary point to make a such a analysis, so the common man can take the decision from himself. And this is the unbiased analysis. We have analyzed from different parameters. So this is the very fair analysis. So let us go inside to the video. So as I told, definitely this will be a good topic for your time, and I'm going to discuss different analysis points and different parameters for this subject. And meanwhile, I'm going to tell whether I made 7 billion or 700 crore rupees or not with this Bitcoin in my experience with the Bitcoins. And definitely, I have taken different parameters to analyze or to give a final confirmation or to give a final advice, because I don't want to give any blind advice, or I can't trust on only one parameter. I have to take care of technical, financial, realistic, it is regulated or unregulated, what will be the future, what may be the parallel kind of issues, and what may be the what kind of history we have in past about this kind of investments, or similar this kind of case studies. All these things are very important to give a final analysis, or to give a on investment. So to start at this topic, first of all we have to understand what is Bitcoin. So for new people, the early people who don't know what is bit technology and all, I have to give a brief introduction, and it is very simple, any common man can understand. So digital Bitcoin is nothing but a digital currency which works on blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is like a, what you say, a software, or it's a program algorithm. So based upon that technology, we are using this digital currency. And here we have to understand few words like crypto. Crypto means something which is unhackable or secret. So here the data is always secret or something. So that's the reason they are using crypto, and mostly crypto and currency. And most of the people have a dilemma or misunderstanding like that. Bitcoin is only one part of cryptocurrency. All cryptocurrencies are not bitcoins. We have to understand that difference. And meanwhile, who the founder of Bitcoin is still a mystery. Some people claim that Satoshi Nakamoto was the founder of this Bitcoin, or who invented this technology or something, but still it's a question mark for us. And the main concept is decentralized, means there is no regulation body, there is no rules and all. The people will decide their choice. It's run by people. Actually people only monitor, people only involve. So it's everything by the people and the users only. There is no government, there is no corporate company. And the system is like P2P, peer-to-peer, or we can say person to person. One person can transfer his money to another person. There is no banking system, there is nothing. One person easily transfer his money to the other account. So that's a P2P model, we can say. And here mostly we are able to understand some words like this: miners, mining. Miners are nothing but those people who give a authentication, or who give a signature on the transfers of this data, are just like miners. And the process is known as mining. So when we are transferring money to the other people, there must be a third party at the node who verify the transaction. That's we call as a miners. So if you go to the figures, we can see that right now price around $47,200 plus, and the total capitalization is around $600 billion, and total available quantity of bitcoins is 18 million available as of now. So the mode of savings, the mode of transaction need a platform. So we have two platforms actually. One is hot wallet, one is cold wallet. Hot wallet, we can say it's a internet-based technology or internet-based services what we use for the saving this Bitcoin. And cold wallet is just physical form, any paper or hard disk that will be a cold wallet actually. And for the transaction and the authentication, we have to have some keys. One is public key and another is private key. So beyond Bitcoin, we have other cryptocurrency. As I told, cryptocurrency is a group of all kind of currencies. So Bitcoin is one of the currency actually. So we have Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin. There are many currencies have developed in the market. Altogether, we have around 6,000 coins as of now in the market. So blockchain technology. When I had introduced the Bitcoins, I told it's operated by the blockchain technology. We have to understand what is a blockchain technology. Actually, blockchain technology very advanced technology in the recent times, and it's nothing but a information box, okay, which was approved by a third party with a signature or cryptograph. So the data will be a valid and it will be a chain system actually. So the chain system is unbreakable. So the data can't be changed or deleted or modified, we can say. So it's very highly secured way of data transfer. Here we can see one person is just created our request. Later on it was went to a node system who can give approval after verification from this person, and for the verification that person will charge some money. It's called mining charges, and the person is miner. After verification, he will give a authentication signature for the block. So the block will form, the same block will transfer to other people. So again it will repeat. So ICICI Bank is the first bank in India who used this blockchain technology. Here we have to understand blockchain technology is different from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is using the blockchain technology. We have to understand, because in market many people are just promoting Bitcoins, but with this kind of misleading concept. They are telling that blockchain is the future. Okay, blockchain is future, but Bitcoin is not the future. Blockchain is the technology. Bitcoin is the currency which is made with the blockchain technology. So let us come to the ICICI Bank, where we can understand this is the first bank who introduced the blockchain technology for the remittance purpose. Here we can understand how a block is forming and how it was approved by third party. Again, it was transferred to the other party. So it's a very technology, and the base currency is rupees only. So that we have to understand. And beyond ICICI, there are many companies globally are operated with this blockchain technology. Walmart is a big company, well known for their FMCG retail outlets. And beyond Walmart, there are other companies who using this kind of technology for different services like bank finance, supply chain, healthcare, insurance, energy, real estate. Everywhere we can use this blockchain technology. Deloitte is a big company which is using for their accounting business or accounting purposes. Here we can understand how the blockchain technology used by different companies. Altogether, 30% of banking finances in first rank for the using this kind of technology. After banking, government also using this kind of technology for different projects and their businesses. So here important point, our number of Bitcoin is limited or not. As per the market news or the information, we can understand it's a limited 21 million is the Bitcoin's final limit. So we can't produce more than 21 million, because the rule is that every year the miner should get half of the previous year charges. So compared to the 2009, currently the mining fees will be 6.25 bitcoins. So after 4 years it will be around nothing. So in future there will be no mining. So before advising to invest or not to invest, I have to take some historical stories and historical case studies and parallel cases and related cases, so I can give a final advice or I can give a final confirmation. Let me tell on those points. Tulip is the flower which is very famous in Netherlands and Europe countries. In the year 1636 and up to 37, it was went a new highs from 100 rupees to 10,000 rupees per kg, like that. So when the price is too high, after some time in one day it fell down to zero. So because of these things, many merchants who have agreements with different other people, the farmers, the merchants, the entire system got collapsed within days actually. So this is one case where one person can operate the commodity value, something which is rising abnormally, okay, within days or month, will have a sharp correction. So nothing can be realistic like this, which can go high every day, every month. So after some time, everything has to come to ground. So South Sea bubble, it's another important subject in the market. In 1720 timing, South Sea is the name of the company which did business for the Spanish country, and it belongs to UK. And the well-known scientist and well-known mathematician Sir Isaac Newton, he is also one of the investors in this company. In 1720s time, it went to a new high from 100 to 1000 within 4 or 5 years. So this Newton also have lost his money in this kind of company. This kind of things will be just manipulation in the market. After some one time, it will collapse. So anything should be grow steadily. It should not grow in sharp way. Again, we have to discuss about dot-com bubble. From 1995 to 2000, the dot-com bubble happened. So all the IT web-related companies faced a lot of problem. Almost 95% of web-related companies are collapsed, and some few are bankrupted actually. So except Amazon and eBay, almost all American companies were collapsed. So that is the problem with this kind of bubbles and all. So while investing, we have to take care of all those things. We have to think on parallel competitor problems. So as I told, Ethereum is a competitor of Bitcoin. So Vitalik Buterin is the founder of Ethereum. So the working principle of both Bitcoin and Ethereum are same. They are working similar. So here we can get a one point. So the agenda behind Bitcoin is it should be monopoly and it should be a replacement of existing currency. But after some time we have Ethereum. So the lack of technology or the lack of competitor is somewhat different. But after having a competitor, the existing of Bitcoin is a question mark. That we have to understand. Another important point from this Ethereum founder is that he told cryptocurrency could drop to near zero at any time. So he himself declared this cryptocurrency are not for investment. So this is a point we have to note it. And if you check the charts history, it's not a regular. Up to 2014 to 2000 it's okay. Up to in 2018 it went to new high. Again 2018 it was collapsed. So after some years it was on rest mode or dormant stage. Again from 2020 it has reached a new high. So all these things shows that it's not a systematic investment or it's not a trustworthy investment. So same thing for the Ethereum. So there is no constant growth, you can understand. There is just speculation is going on. So all this shows that after some time it is operated. After involving the retail buyers, the main buyer will exit from the stock or the product. So all these things just a symbol of operations, or we can say manipulation in the investments. So if we consider all the countries' economy and all, so we can compare how other country indexes and Bitcoin performance is going on. Things will be a downfall. It may crash one day to from heaven to hell. So manipulation is the important topic. We have to understand this topic because this will help understand and analyze any other investment like equity or real estate. We can implement this psychology or this strategy for other products also. Recent times we have idea about GameStop, which is a USA based gaming company. Altogether it's a gaming shop related stock actually. It was operated with different of retail investors and a hedge fund. So finally it created a great news in the history of US markets, and it created more hype, and there is a big story behind this GameStop. If possible, I will make another video for GameStop. But why I'm discussing this point is that see, something is behind what we can understand, that everything can be manipulated. So if you understand the manipulation strategies, investmenting will be easy. So that's what my motto. And here if you compare the Bitcoin promotional points, I have observed many websites, they're giving false information such a way that see, the transaction of any online system is nowadays from seconds to minutes or maximum 1 hour. But they're claiming that card payment takes 24 hours, bank payment takes 1 week, or like this. They're giving wrong information for the promotion of bitcoins. They're saying that there is no bank support for the 24 hours. We have net banking, we can do transactions, there is no need of banks right now. But still it was not updated with these kind of websites. Again, biggest business people or the most influential people of this society are also misleading the people. Recent times, Mr. Elon from Tesla has announced that they're going to accept Bitcoin as their payments for the new cars bookings. And again, in their statement of finance annual report, they mentioned that they have invested around 1.5 billion dollars in Bitcoins. So all these things just for the sake of hyping the investment. If the person is thinking Bitcoin is the alternative investment, why he is again recommending another cryptocurrency, that is Dogecoin. So all these things just for the sake of creating hype for the investment product. So other people come and invest. By investing, the price of the product will go for new high. So these people who invest at the early stage, they will make more money, they will exit after some time. This is all unethical kind of investment strategies. There will be a negative review also in the market about Elon Musk. We can see this kind of news articles who claiming that Tesla is just diverting the quality issue with the Bitcoin topic. And again, some people are just questioning the SEC, Security Exchange Commission of USA, just monitors Tesla because there is a manipulation is happening inside of Tesla. It's an India-based website. I got this article from an Indian website. They have no sense to give this kind of article actually. They're just stating that crypto brings capital to India. So they're saying that without crypto, India can't survive. So that is a kind of intention they are creating. So this is a propaganda. They're having their selfish goals. They're just promoting their goes in this kind of articles to the new investors. So new investor will come and invest. So that is their agenda. And their point, we can see they are claiming that China is favoring Bitcoin, but in reality China has already banned the Bitcoin. This topic is totally baseless. It's just biased article. So we have to understand the strategy what they are using. So I'm not claiming this point or this company or something. So we have to apply this technology or other investments also. Everything in the market was hyped. So we have to understand the things. So it's a historical scenario where we have to understand different problems in the economy. We have to understand hyperinflation, inflation. So all these problems comes with the price and the value of money. When we are not able to buy the same thing with the same money for after one day, it will be a inflation factor actually. Today the one bread cost will be 10 rupees, tomorrow it will cost 10.1 paisa or 11 rupees. So that is we call the inflation something. But in hyperinflation, the same bread cost will be 10 rupees today and the next 1 hour or tomorrow it will be 100 rupees or 1000 rupees. So that will be a hyperinflation where the prices will change drastically to the new highs. So if you consider the Zimbabwe case study, the value of Zimbabwe currency fell down to nothing. So 175 quadrillion of Zimbabwe dollar is equal to $5. So all these kind of things made Zimbabwe into crisis, and there is no cash in Zimbabwe. There is no bread for the eating. So that was a drastic problem with the economic miscalculations. So if you check the Zimbabwe hyperinflation rate for the long time, actually inflation should be around 6, 8 or 10 maximum. But in 2006 to 7 they have reached, in 2008 they have reached all-time high. It was in crores actually. So in this kind of situations, the country economic will be collapsed. So I'm going to discuss some more problems which understand with the bitcoins and they are using in the real time. So first of all I have to tell there are many scams are going with bitcoins. So some of scams I can mention here. Some people are claiming that you can earn daily, earn monthly, earn weekly, and you can get bonus for creating a wallet with us. You can enjoy the returns. We can promise all these kind of things are unnecessary. If it is a currency, let them use it. If it is an investment, let them invest for long time. So all these scenario just shows that so Bitcoin have a different agenda for just operating their profit goals. It's a popular website. In 2014, MTGOX is a Tokyo-based company. They dumped their customers, around 24,000 customers, and still now they didn't get a single rupee from the investigation or the compensation. So this is how the system is going on in this crypto. We can't count the scam. We have different types of scams, hacking, illegal activities, drugs, everything coming under this kind of deals. Most of the hackers, what they're doing now, they're just doing hacking the computer and collecting their money in the name of Bitcoin. So they're trying to escape from the law and enforcement. And some people who invested Bitcoins in their hard drive, they lost their password or they lost the hard drive. So they lost their investment returns too. And some people thinking that their wallet investment or their wallet will be secured. But now it was proved that their wallets are not secured. It can be hacked. So it's a report from MIT Technology. So there is no scope that we have a unhackable product. If you compare with the gold and Bitcoin is very different. We can feel gold. Gold has a long history. Gold is very less volatile. Bitcoin is more volatile. We can get loan with the gold. There is no loan for the Bitcoin. So this is the difference. Here I am going to discuss very important challenges and the economical analysis. So let us forget all these technological things and all. Okay, let us implement Bitcoin. What will happen? So before that, let us discuss two more points. What will happen if there is no money? So that kind of situation is not good for the country. And same way, what will happen if the RBI is just printing unlimited currency and giving the currency to everyone? So again, there is no value for the money. So all these kind of things are very important to control the money in the market. So every month, every quarter, RBI doing the monetary policy. They are reviewing the interest rate and all. Just they're doing the process of to increase the cash in the market or decrease the cash in the market. It has to be done. Without doing or without controlling these factors, India will be another Zimbabwe country. So or other country. So the monitoring policy, the regulations are very important, and there will be a competition or there will be another feedback on Bitcoin is that every central bank or every country is planning to start their own Bitcoins, or we can say our own cryptocurrency. Bahamas is the first country who started their own cryptocurrency. It's a sand dollar. China is the first country who planned their own currency, but it is on trial mode actually. In 2022, it will come to the market. It's a central bank digital currency regulated by the China country. So here I am going to give some opinions of the real-time value investors. Warren Buffett is a well-known wealth creator in the market. He told that it's a mirage. The idea it has some huge intrinsic value is just a joke. Yes, it has no value. We can't figure out where is the company, where is the asset, what is the liability of the company. So if it is a company, it can create some revenue, it can make some assets not visible, and anything not visible, not valuable, we can't sell it. So it's not a right investment. So Rakesh Junjula is one of the best investor or the best wealth creator. He called as a big bull in the market. He also said in his Twitter, why people are crazy for bitcoins. I don't understand. No value investor will prefer this kind of investments. So regulations. This is very important for any investor because end of the day we have to face our legal problems or we have to face the consequences. In 2018, RBI has banned the bitcoins, but some people went to Supreme Court. They got approval for the transaction purposes, not for investment purposes. They got permission for the transactions, but by using that loophole, many people are going to invest the money into these bitcoins. So based on these information, the ministerial body have given a report to the financial minister to ban the cryptocurrency and to allow a state means the government based or government approved cryptocurrency. The discussions are going on. It will take some time to prepare a framework and all. I think mostly they are about to ban or they have to give a final version on cryptocurrency as soon as possible. So before filtering or before finalizing any investment, we have to do a final analysis. It's known as SWOT: strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So we can use SWOT analysis for any stock or for any investment also. So here we can see strength is technology for the Bitcoin. So this technology very advanced and okay, let us understand, consider it is the best one. But the weakness also the same technology. How many people can understand this technology? How many people can able to perform the transaction with this kind of technology? So that's a big mystery. In a country like India, still 90% of transaction cash mode only, and 90% people are facing the problem in the transactions. Other than money transaction, in retail market there are many problems are going on. So IMPS in payment gateways, many people are misled by the fraudsters. There are many frauds are going to happen. but we have a regulation body, so we can give a complaint or we can take action. But in this kind of investment we can't take any action because we don't have any KYC policy. So opportunity means I don't think there is an opportunity or something because there is no use of that product. How we can have a opportunity? Threat. The threat is very high compared to any other product in the market or any other organizations. Also we have to understand the reality that bitcoins and cryptocurrency were used by the illegal activities. 90% business are illegal. They are doing the tax evasion and they are doing all kind of black money activities on the drug trafficking, all kind of terrorism. They're doing all kind of negative aspects with this kind of product because they don't have any monitoring, they don't have any KYC policy, they don't have any regulation body. So all kind of negative illegal things were happening with the bitcoins. So here I'm going to disclose why bitcoin will not be a future. So as the concept of bitcoin is uncentralized, or any currency without a regulation body will not be realistic. So that is the main point. And second is high volatility. So we can't accept any currency or anything which have a high volatility. So the measurements, the calculations will be problematic for the settlements. Same way, we don't have any intrinsic value, we can't handle it, we can't touch it. So it can't be a good asset like a gold, silver or something. There is no loan also. The people who saying who invested lakhs and crores and hundreds year in the bitcoins, they can't get anyway 5% loan also because it's not a regulated system. So when you are investing something, if you don't get loan, we can't measurement. Some people say it's a asset, some people say it's a cash. I'm thinking from the both the way. You can't liquidate or you can't get a loan on the investment. And finally the regulation body. So when it is not coming under a regular board, so we can't operate and we can't give any complaints also. That should be understood. Here another point I'm going to mention it, when I'm studying the bitcoin and this basic things, I came to know that each data parcel or data pack, it should be a 1 MB. So the data transferred is very limited and the verification by the miner also very limited. So the transaction confirmation or the transaction time will be limited. So when we are transferring a payment, it will take 10 minutes, 1 hour or something. Usually it is taking 10 minutes, but if you have more transactions in future, there may be a chance of 1 hour, 24 hours or 1 month also because of the transfer limits and process. So that was the drawback actually. To avoid that drawback, the miners have created another currency, that is Bitcoin Cash, BCH. But still it is on early mode. It is separated from the Bitcoin. It's a different coin actually. So again it is contradicted to the main Bitcoin. So we have to understand this point also. So finally, what are the advantages and disadvantages? They are saying that they are alternative to banks because banks are just cheating the people. Banks are bankrupting or something that. But when there is a problem in the bank and when there is a problem of bankruptcy, the RBI, the government are coming forward to support the banking system. Just like we have a problem with S Bank, so government and the RBI are forwarded to support and they have helped the investors. For a few days they have a problem, but later on everything is remains, everything is same, everything is normal. Okay, there is a support. In the worst case of bankruptcy, we have a 5 lakhs of banking insurance. In the case of Bitcoin, there is who will come forward, who will support, who will give a insurance on their investment. Disadvantages. I found number of disadvantages. First is illegal. Mainly it was used for the illegal activities. Tax evasion. People who want to avoid tax, they will do this kind of transactions. Economic instability. It creates a instability with the country and the system. Frauds. Compared to, even if you compare with the banking system, we have more frauds with the bitcoins. And what their assumption for the bitcoin as the fixed currency is non-realistic. There is no chance of bitcoin in our life in future because of many disadvantages. Not user friendly. Again I am telling, still a person without any technical background, any high qualification, he can't understand Bitcoin. He can't do operation also because of many key issues in this kind of product. So final key factors to think on this point. Nominee, yes, there is no nominee. Because if you invest in a stocks, mutual funds, or any commercial property, or any land, or something, you can have a nominee. So you can have a legal hire for, but bitcoins there is no legal hire. So here the point will come whether it is assets or currency. I'm thinking from the point of asset actually, because people are making returns. No, that's the reason I'm thinking this is actually currency. I'm thinking as an asset actually. In fact, Bitcoin is a currency, but when people are not considering that it is a currency and doing it as an investment, I have to understand, I have to analyze as a asset only. Same way, there is no ombudsman. We don't have any ombudsman. There is no ombudsman. So if there is a problem, you can't complain to anyone. If you transferred a wrong person, you can't complain until and unless he agreed. But it's very difficult. Less return or low returns, $47,000 around. In future, we have a chance of 2 lakh US dollar within 3-4 years actually, or possibly before 2 years also. By investing for this return is not a right investment. We can get more return in other products also for this time. Take this much risk. Ethics is a very important point. So some people may not have ethics to what kind of business they do, what kind of investment they do, what kind of returns they will get. But there are a sector of people who have a restriction on their investment. Some people don't do liquor business, some people don't do animal business, some people don't do on kind of business, illegal business. So they have a restriction. People who have ethics, they can't do illegal businesses. So that's matter a lot. And here I'm going to tell one more point. As I told in the earlier, I know the value of Bitcoin since 2010. In 2010 and 11, it was around 500 rupees actually. But Bitcoin it was around 500 rupees and $10 actually. But the same Bitcoin value is today 35 lakhs. So that might be around 700 CR. But my policy is not the investment. My policy is not supporting the Bitcoin. It's the reason I didn't choose the product. So that's what I'm saying. It depends upon the person's interest. And the alternatives, if you consider the risky investment or the innovative investment, right now the value of bitcoins and all have reached the new highs. So as of now, we can invest on other product considered to this product because we have a good product in the market like Ripple, Litecoin are very attractive product in the market. The final factor is ban in India. So as we have a lots of discussion and lots of so in the ministerial group, we have to understand there is a high chances of banning in India. Of course, if they don't ban tax policy or something. So I think this is not the right time to invest with this kind of questions and confusions. As I told, we have different kinds of currency. We can choose different currency compared to Bitcoin. So finally, I can suggest don't invest, please. Don't invest. So still, if you feel you want to invest, you want to take a step to invest, you can choose the money what you can afford to lose forever and choose the thing very little compared to your asset what you have. Take a 1% or 2% maximum, not beyond that point, and don't take any liabilities or something for the investments. It's a risky investment. 200% it's a risky investment. It will lose, you will lose your money. So if you have an interest, strong interest for the sake of thrill or something, you can buy. But my final advice is compared to these kind of illegal, unpredictable, volatile products, we have very wonderful investments in the market. We can choose very good companies. We can choose good businesses. You can invest in this kind of business. They are the existing things. They have regulated regulation body. It's a realistic thing. It's not a unregulated or illegal or something. It's a regulated. One can invest Eicher Motors, one can invest MRF Tire, one can invest in McDonald, one can invest in Tata Motors. We can invest in the business. We can create wealth for the long term by investing in the multi-bagger stocks compared to the bitcoins. If you check the fact sheet of these stocks compared to and compare the prices from last 10-15 years, we can understand these stocks give more returns and it's completely white, it is completely legal amount. And first of all, we have to accept the peace of mind. Peace of mind is very important rather than the return and all. Bajaj Finance from 4 rupees to 8,000 rupees. Same way Westlife, McDonald, zero point 0.2 paisa to 400 rupees. So every company has multifold 100 times, 500 times. So within some 10-15 years time. So the people who invested for this much time, they have created great wealth. So investing with a portfolio plan and investing in a multi-bagger is always a recommendable product. So the people who challenging their money, who taking risk with them money with different cryptos and all, they can choose this kind of stocks also for the sake of more returns and under regulation and with a peace of mind. Okay. Anyway, this is my advice. It's up to you to take a decision. And finally, some people may not accept my advice. I would like to show a video where you can understand well. Thank you for your time. If you like the video, please like it and mention your view on my video and your view on Bitcoin in the comment section. And in future, I'm going to plan for more analysis for different kind of products, bubbles, financial frauds and all. Let me know if you want any topics. Please mention in the comment box what you want from me in future. And thank you very much.
5,000 ఇచ్చావు కదా, చూడు గంటలో 50,000 చేసి చూపిస్తా.
5,000 ఇచ్చారా?
ఇచ్చారు.
అలా అలాగే ఇస్తారు. తీసుకున్నావు అనుకో తాటు ఊడిపోద్ది. నా మాటిని అది రిటర్న్ ఇచ్చేసి ఓ 100 రూపాయలు తీసుకుని సాయంత్రం సినిమాకి వెళ్ళి బాగుపడతాం.
If you like the content, please like it and please share for your friends and please subscribe for more updates from our channel.